So I already told you guys about these ear clip headphones in my daily drivers video that I really like them. I have one always in my bag, and I do want to elaborate more on that. So we now have all my clip-on headphones here. So we have the KC75, the JVC110 Bluetooth, we have the EM7X from Audio Technica, and we do have the EQ300 from Audio Technica also. So overall, what I do like about clip-on headphones is you're getting a kind of a headphone sound, but in a super duper kind of small package. So this is my T51RP, and if you can see, this one of the smallest already in terms of headphones, but compared to clip-on headphones, they're definitely a lot still smaller because you don't have that band on top. Compared to an IEM, of course, it's still gonna be bigger. But of course, there's a difference in the size of the drivers here. A headphone sound definitely will be different, compared to an IEM kind of sound. So definitely portability is really cool on this. For some moments that I cannot bring my headphones and I want a headphone sound, this definitely is the one that I am using. So that's why I found them to be really cool for me. They have a use case in my kind of daily life. And I do want to point out that these are really unique looking for me. For an audio enthusiast, sometimes you want that uniqueness, and I haven't seen a lot of these, especially outside, because these are not in trend anymore. And I do find that that kind of novelty to be unique sometimes, especially in the audio space. And I kind of wear these just to feel unique, and that kind of resonates with me. And also, one major thing that I really like about these are pretty cheap, for what they are. For headphones, they're more expensive. For example, the Cost Porta Pro, these are around $50 compared to the KC75, which is just around $25. So kind of half the price, compared to the comparable ear clip headphones. So they're relatively cheap for what they are. Another advantage is this has some ear clips, of course, and this just holds to your ear in place, much like IEMs with the preform ear hooks. These are really stable on the ear. So compared to headphones, also sometimes you can't really move that much with headphones because it might fall off, especially when you're in a commute, you're moving around. I find these more stable compared to headphone counterparts. Okay, so those are my major things why I really like clip-on headphones. Let's compare it a bit, and what is my favorite among this group. So right off the bat, I do like the KC75 more in this group, but let's put that last. Let's go first with the EQ300M. Yeah, this is the cheapest one in this group. It's just $15. This is kind of a warm sound, not super duper detailed. This is more of a relaxed listen, definitely a casual listen. So I do find this really cool for some lo-fi. Well, to begin with, it kind of has a kind of a lo-fi sound paired with some lo-fi tracks. I'd say this just shines. Of course, it's not the most technically capable headphones, but for $15, if you want to just dip your toes in this kind of form factor, this is something that you can get as well. Actually, maybe you can even find this at $10. I don't know, but these are really cheap, and I do like the look. You have that glossy look. I don't feel that they're really cheap because of that glossy kind of look and minimalist look also. And yet actually I find this really comfortable also in the ear, so surprisingly, because they're super duper light. Next would be the JVC1110. So I actually just bought this because I want to try the Bluetooth. I found this to be better sounding compared to the EQ300M. This has more highs. This is definitely warm, so bassy, that kind of mellow bass with the EQ300. This more tight sound overall. It has more highs, also more detail with this one. But it's not super duper far. It still has that kind of lo-fi kind of sound. It's not the most detailed pair that you can buy. I found this to be less comfortable compared to the EQ300M, but because they're Bluetooth, they kind of have a unique kind of use case for me. Again, with that kind of ear hooks, they stay in place, and I put this module at the back of my head. These I don't openly recommend them because I don't like this kind of module sticking out. I'm not really confident with them. If there's a company out there that will make this kind of form factor, but the wireless mechanism is put inside here, kind of like a Power Beats-esque kind of design, I would buy them. That's what I like. This I cannot openly recommend them. This kind of looks silly. Actually, with the Porta Pro also, that's what they did with the wireless thing. They just put a module, and I don't really like that as well. Next is the EM7 So this is the most expensive one, arguably the best looking one. This definitely looks like an anime. Has metal at the side and a braided cable also, and very nicely built. This is the best built out of this bunch. So if you care about build, and maybe this is something that you can consider. It's kind of a more bright sound. This is the brightest of this group, the most detailed also in this group. It's still not super duper detailed, not an audiophile, kind of detailed. Still in the kind of relaxed territory. This is not something that I use all the time because I find the bass part to be a bit lacking for me. This is more of a clarity focused headphone. So maybe if you're into that, this is something that you can consider, but I do still find it really cool looking. And it comes also with the case, which is nice. And that comes to now our favorite, and this is definitely my favorite out of all this bunch, and the best value also, around $22. Again with mass drop, $17 with a mic. I don't have a mic here, so that's kind of cool. And actually the advantage with mass drop is it has all black design. I may get the mass drop thing also, but this is the cost KC75. This is kind of a U-shaped sound, has some warmth at the bottom, so definitely still has that kind of mellow sound, relaxed kind of sound. Is not super duper detailed. This kind of fits my preference more than all of these. I do like that kind of highs at the top, that kind of smooth highs in general, smooth sound in general, and a kind of bass, that kind of mellow bass that it's just soothing to listen to. So definitely this is more for a casual listen, and I do want that kind of experience. And definitely this is more of a headphone sound. Again, it's kind of a big sound on your ear. It's not the best built, and arguably not the best looks also, so you may not like the look. But it has thin cables. It doesn't have the braiding, but it is kind of a legend. Definitely KC75. This is really popular in the audio community, and definitely I understand why. It has a very very likable sound. So yeah, anybody can pick this up and would just be happy with the sound, especially if you're not looking for the most detailed pair. This is my favorite out of the bunch. Very very good value with a KC75. So that is my small comparison in all of these. I may collect more of these if I can get across something that I really really like. Actually, for the Audio Technica, there's a wooden version of this one, but it's a lot more expensive, so that's not what I got. I only got this metal version. Of course, if you learn something, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Do you own a clip-on headphone? What do you own and what are you using it for? I'm pretty sure this is not the most popular video here in the channel because this is not super duper hype nowadays, but it will be interesting if you guys own something like this. Let me know down in the comments, also down below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye.